cleaner from Hersham, and sort of me and Charlie come to this gym probably 3 or 4 times a week, and it's been one of the best things for us, to be honest with you, to do together as like a little family.
My name's Charlie and I live in Hersham, and me and my dad do boxing. We've done it for nearly 2 years now.
Nick, so if you could start by telling us when you both got into skipping and what it's done for yourself and Charlie.
Yeah, no problem. I let Charlie watch Rocky probably 2 years ago at Christmas, and he told me he wanted to do boxing, that was it. So I managed to find this gym, lucky enough, and they're the only ones that take sort of people his age. First thing you come through the door, the trainer says, learn to skip. So that was it, Charlie had to learn to skip. So that's how he found you on YouTube, and that was it. From then on, that's it. He's just been trying and practicing.
And what's it done for his kind of development? Like, what was he like beforehand?
Oh, he was probably, I would say, a wallflower. First time we ever walked in here, he didn't even want to come through the door because he wouldn't ever leave my wife's side or mine, sort of peering behind things. Sort of that was it, but he's managed to do the skipping, get confident at it, and then it's brought him on to the other aspects of boxing, sort of the sparring, everything else, and sort of one thing's fed the other, and it's just brought him out of himself completely.
And in terms of his actual boxing and his like other sporting abilities, how has skipping developed that? How has it helped him with boxing? And
just coordination more than anything. Like, it sounds funny, he couldn't even ride a bike, and he now rides his bike no problem whatsoever. And it is down to sort of skipping, it's got to be. Sort of that has helped him no end, and it's just the confidence as well he walks in places now, shakes people's hands, say hello, it's lovely. He's sort of a proper little man now.
Charlie, skipping, why do you enjoy skipping so much?
Because it's fun and it keeps me fit.
And what do you like about learning skipping? Like, is it the tricks?
Yeah, mostly the tricks.
Tell me about the tricks. How do you learn the tricks? Do you know? Is there any advice you can give anyone else who wants to learn the tricks that you know?
Practice, and then you'll make it right.
And how long do you roughly practice for?
About 6 minutes times 2 equals 12. So 12 minutes every day, kind of.
So if someone came up to you and asked you, how did you learn that trick? Do you know how you could help them? What would you say to them?
I would say watch it first and then practice, and then you'll succeed.
That's good. And do you know how skipping has helped you? Can you explain, like, maybe if someone asked you, why do you like to do skipping?
It helps with my technique mainly. It helps with my coordination, like what my dad said.
Yeah. Does it help you with the footwork as well?
Yeah, footwork.
Good. And what is your favourite skipping trick?
Double unders mainly.
And what is the key secret to learning double unders apart from practice? Like, is there something that you do with your techniques?
I usually watch them and see what my dad says and my mum, and then I'll just practice, and then I'll do it right.
I guess when your friends see you, what kind of tricks do you like to show them? What are your favourite other tricks?
To say like the 360, the double unders, like what I said, crisscrosses, and through my legs and that.
Towards more about you two together, if you would recommend this to like another father and son, or mother and son, or daughter, whatever it is, like, would you recommend it to families to get involved?
Oh, totally. I will say, sort of, like, I was involved in football before and everything else, and the best thing I can say about a boxing gym is it's an individual sport played by a team. They all get behind everyone, they all help each other. Like when Charlie couldn't skip, other juniors would come and help him, and vice versa. It was brilliant.
What have you got out of it as a father, like working with Charlie with the rope and just coming to the gym in general?
Yeah, just basically it's just time spent together. It's like the most important thing. Do you know what I mean? Sort of, I did the normal thing new dads do. I went into providing mode, and then it seems since we found this, we've got a little something, and basically three times a week we're sort of with each other for about 3 or 4 hours, and it's our time and benefits us both ways, sort of physically and mentally, I suppose, if you like. And it's like he is turned into like my best mate.
Charlie, what do you find difficult about skipping? What have you found? What have you found the most challenging thing about it to learn?
Getting cross, and the main thing is when I was starting it, when I was trying to do a trick, I whipped my dad round the face because I was too frustrated.
So he whipped you around the face, did he?
Proper angry, yeah. Because I was trying to sort of do it with him, and obviously I then started to do just a normal sort of run step thing, and yeah, he got the right hump and whipped me straight round the face. Yeah, he did get a telling off, don't get me wrong, but now I look at it and think who's better now, do you know what I mean?
And do you think the frustration helps you get better with skipping?
Yeah, kind of.
So you use that frustration to have more drive and to make sure you learn it properly, is it?
Yeah.
Last question for both of you. Nick, what is the kind of best advice you can give to anyone watching today, and how to get them into skipping?
Just go and buy a rope and do it. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's sort of, for £10 you can get days, weeks, months, years worth of enjoyment out of it. You know, we spend more than that in a Costa in one visit. Do you know what I mean?
Good. Charlie, what advice would you give to someone trying to do what you do?
Train hard, train easy.